good morning, and welcome to VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Thursday, the 10th of April, and we're getting close. It's only a week away to Maundy Thursday, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is. Just a week away.
Yeah, actually, I'll be absolutely honest, I'm taking a whole week off over Easter down in Cornwall. Maybe go and check out a few of the mines, but certainly check out the golf course. But you don't need to know about that. Right, let's get going. Actually, we'll kick off with one of our clients, Cleantech Lithium, which actually I think has had a really good piece of news this morning, actually, because, fingers crossed anyway, they've appointed a new CEO and he looks really, really appropriate and good. But Paul, why don't you talk us through?
Yes, that's right. Appointment of Ignacio Mahech. You might recognize that name from Albemarle, where he was country manager in Chile for Albemarle for 7 years. And he before that, he was with the state copper company, Codelco, on the El Abra copper operation there. And he's also worked at Freeport McMoran before. So he's got a lot of big company experience. But I think the important thing, too, is he understands lithium in a big way. And if he is coming into this role here, he must have some real confidence around the DLE process that Cleantech Lithium is looking to make commercial at the Laguna Verde project. So, yeah, keep a good eye on this one.
Yep. I think that's pretty interesting. Let's also talk a little bit about, which I find quite interesting, Andrada Mining this morning had some drilling results. Andrada's quite interesting. Not quite going anywhere at the moment, but it's sort of interesting to me. So why don't you talk through those, Paul?
Yes, Andrada drilling results on their proximal pegmatites to the main ores of the US 10 lithium property there, where they produce tin concentrates in Namibia. It's an ongoing program where they're testing 13 of the additional pegmatites on the property. And they're still awaiting assays on 85 drill holes, but have completed 136 holes in total at this point. But really significant grades in tin, tantalum, and lithium hit in several of these holes here, particularly with 50 meters. Again, these are going to be near surface intercepts in a lot of cases as well. 50 meters of 0.16% tin, as well as 130 ppm tantalum from 9 meters depth, 46 meters at 0.17% tin, 59 ppm tantalum. And you're looking at lithium grades also in the 0.4 to 0.7% range, although grades can go as high in lithium as 1.75%. So definitely commercial grades here to mine, and the thicknesses indicate lots and lots of volume is going to come out in the new resource in time here. All of these pegmatites remain open at depth as well.
I mean, what I find interesting is, although the lithium price is very low still, I believe the Chinese are still aggressively hunting for projects in lithium to, effectively capture the market, I suppose, particularly with these current trade wars that, we'll maybe come to the very end of the podcast very quickly. But there is still, this commodity war going on where basically the big global countries are trying to secure their own mining capability. Now, Paul, I have a feeling you might like to talk about Cerro de Pasco resources because down in Peru. I think you're quite excited about that, aren't you?
Yeah, that Cerro de Pasco, it's been a well-known tailings dump of really significant size down there on that deposit down there. It is a TSX listed company that has gained control of the Cucha Tails project there, a 40 hole drill program there on a 300 by 1,000 meter area on the tailings, just to determine what is its average grade in tails for future retreatment. And looks like the grades are coming in the range of about uh, 52 grams of silver plus 1.5% zinc, 0.9% lead, and 53 grams gallium. So these are grades that in pre-processed material like this, which is essentially sands, are going to be commercially viable in bulk, and it is a very big tailings pile. So, yeah, keep a close eye on this one. They did have to pay much to buy it either.
Okay, and then actually, we better just because I know it's quite well discussed, quite popular in the UK. Savannah Resources, the Spanish pegmatite developer, had finals today. Not that finals for this sort of company really matter, but you better make a quick comment on that one, Paul.
Yeah, that's right. It's full year results out for them at this point. They do have a record cash balance at the moment, was recorded in June of 24 of 22 million sterling here. And they did over the year produce a new JORC resource for the project as well, with 93% of the tonnage in the indicated category for Mina do Barossa. And things seem to be moving right along here at this point. They are accomplishing, they have passed the milestone of 100 properties of surface rights and now acquired across the project. So making good project development here at this point. And it's nice to be able to proceed with the litigation issues around this particular and regulatory issues around Mina do Barossa getting very much resolved in due course, and the government is behind them to get it developed.
Very good. And I mean, finally, obviously, everyone knows that Trump has, the bond market has forced Trump's hand. He's put a pause on tariffs, although it's still at 10% actually. And of course, he's still got a trade war with China. But, we saw gold jump about $100 overnight. Other commodities will rally. And I think, again, it's worth pointing out that these trade wars, there's also, when they settle down, will probably become critical metal wars or commodity wars, where we are seeing the US, China, Europe, and actually other countries all realize they have got to have control of their own critical metals and raw materials. And that is why we are at the start of what is going to be a huge bull market in commodities. Hold on to your seats, fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be quite a ride over the next 3 to 5 years as this new phase of geopolitics pans out. And on that note, that's probably enough. Thank you very much, Paul. We'll speak tomorrow.
See you then.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.